What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another NIO update video, ticker symbol NIO, where we take a look at NIO stock, how it traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think NIO stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me pull up NIO's chart here and hit record, and we will get right into it. So we're down about $1.57 again today, which is about 3.1%, but we are up 0.83% in the after hours, which is about 1.69%. So all in all in the day, we're not down too badly, but that's only at the end of the day, right? If you were watching NIO today, throughout the course of the day, you know exactly how terrible it was looking at one point. So yesterday we closed right above the $50 mark, and today in the pre-market we were dropping as low as 45, but then right out of the gate we dropped to the 41s and then kind of pushed up, right? So let's take a look at that real quick. We'll discuss upcoming earnings and a little bit of what I think about that, and then we'll take a look at the chart, the daily chart itself, to see what we see about that. So again, let me get the drawings on for us. What we see here is, right out of the gate, you guys, we tried to push into this level, but we couldn't. So we fell, and we fell all the way a little bit, even past our 41.67 or our 42.38 level, dropping as low as 41.67, pushed up, got rejected by VWAP, got another bounce pretty close to our level, and then we pushed up, right? And when we pushed up, the next level we're looking at is the 46 level, broke that, came right back down, bounced, rejected at the 47 level, came down, bounce, rejected kinda again, down, and then we pushed up, and then we found support at the 48 level, and then we pushed up 48.88, and then again a little bit of a sell-off, right? So dropping, broke below 48, broke below 47, and then got a perfect bounce off of our 46 level, pushed up, came right back down, and then it was zigzagging there for a little bit. And then here, a little bit of a rejection, came down, pushed up, support, pushed up, and then support again to end the day. I said a lot of support and a lot of resistance, but that's just what the day was today, you guys. I mean, you take a look at how much it moved. We went from 41 to 49, which is about probably like what, 20% move in just the course of a day. I mean, at one point we were down over 15% on the day here, so it was looking pretty ugly. So typically we don't go through this many levels, but today we did, and as you can see, right, a lot of times like this held up as decent level of support, rejection, a little bit of rejection, support, rejection, support, and then support again, right? So our levels, although because we moved so much, we're not holding up perfectly. When they did, they held up really nicely, right here, here, and a couple other times throughout the course of the day. So that's great news, because I wasn't able to for NIO because I was closely watching Apple and Tesla, for those of you guys that watched those videos as well. But I was actually using these levels to put on some day trades, bounce and then up to high of day, or bounce from one level to the other level, and although from here it's a $1.34 bounce, if you buy a call, that could turn into a really nice move, percentage wise on those. Again, not saying just go out and do that, because it is highly risky, and there's a lot of a couple other things that I look at, such as the strength, looking at squeezes and stuff going on, using the Thinkorswim app on my laptop. But more so than anything, I use these levels to decide when I'm going in and out of those trades. So that's something that I wanted to cover. Now, the other thing that we have is earnings coming up, and that is next Monday. And this week we were hoping for a little bit of run before earnings, but clearly with the way the market is looking, and with the weakness that we've seen the past couple of days, we don't know if that's going to happen. I'm still hoping for that over the next couple of days, but obviously my target has now been lowered by a lot. So what I liked about today is, well, I was able to buy a couple of shares in the mid 40s, which was I guess a little bit of a good thing, right? Assuming it keeps going up. So I got another buy opportunity in the mid 40s. But more than that, I really like that we had relative strength in the second half of the day. When we came down and we were about to hit VWAP, we bounced a little bit above from our level, and then we kept pushing up. Look at this gap between VWAP and where NIO stock is, and take a look at, the push up in the after hours, all of which are positive signs. So now I want to take a look at some key things about earnings. So it's a young and fast growing company still looking to turn profit, right? We know that. We're not expecting NIO to come out and say, hey, we made X amount of money, because a lot of the money that they are making, they are putting right back into the company for continuation of their growth. So November 17th, NIO beat estimates for the third quarter. They lost 12 cents a share as revenue more than doubled quarter over quarter. Vehicle margin expanded and cash more than doubled, right? So earnings are not really earnings because they're losing money, but the losses are getting smaller and the margins are getting bigger and the revenues are getting bigger, which is really great, kind of three things to look at for a growth company. Again, Tesla for a really long time was not profitable. Amazon was not profitable for a while as well, right? These companies, as they're growing, reinvesting so they can really, when they do start to take money, right, they've captured enough of a market share and are in a position to continue growing and serving their customers and shareholders, right? So that's something that we are, looking at. So, full year 2020, we are getting, full year 2020 and Q4, we are getting on March 1st. They're talking about 41 cents per share in all of 2021 from 62 cents in 2020. And they're hoping, or their revenue is going up to $4.89 billion. So let's see, as of right now, right, 4 analysts rate NIO a buy, 5 have a hold, and none have a sell, which is absolutely amazing to see. So that's what I'm thinking about earnings. I think that, still probably going to be a loss, obviously. Hopefully, though, we have a smaller loss than what many are expecting. And then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. And maybe we even get some really nice guidance to go forward that could take the stock price up. Typically, what we see is a run into earnings, and then we'll see a little sell-off after. So depending on how we trade over the next couple of days, we'll, I think, determine how, the stock reacts to earnings. Now, yesterday we talked about a couple things, one of which was that, hey, we are below the 55 EMA and we are between the 55 and the 89 EMA. So that 55 EMA was at 52.74 and the 89 was at 47.38. Said it's really important for us to take over that EMA. Otherwise, I think we have run room all the way down to the 89 EMA. And not only did we drop to the 89 EMA in the 47s, which yesterday's close was at 50.68, we dropped all the way down to the $41 level. So from yesterday's close of $50.68 to today's low of $41.66, that was almost a $9-10 drop, which is about like 20%, which is kind of crazy to think about, right, in just a day. Thankfully, we recovered a lot of that. We are above the 89 EMA, so that's all great news for us, but we did drop below it. So now, again, let's take a look at future levels of support, future levels of resistance, and we'll see what we can see. So yesterday we closed at $50.68 and we opened today at $45.62. We are currently at $49.11, so we do have a little bit of gap fill to go at tomorrow, assuming we kind of can keep this up of moving up. So if we do that, right, gap fill to yesterday's close of $50.68, and then our next target is the 51.85 level. After 51.85, our next price target is the 54 level, but really important is that 52.74, 55 exponential moving average. So yeah, 52.74 is the key level to really look at. On the downside, we've got a couple, right? So we were right at this 49.11 level. That's one. 48.09 is the second. 47.38 is our 89 EMA. So watching that. And then 46.23 after, right? So again, 49.11, 48.09, 47.38, and 46.23. Let me get rid of this drawing here, and I want to kind of paint a more holistic picture. So again, my goal for NIO this week, pretty similar to Tesla, is stay above this 89 EMA, which is at 47.37. So stay above 47.37, push up towards 55 EMA at $52.74. After we can get to 52.74, then whenever we come down, hopefully we can bounce off of it like we did here, and then start pushing up at the other EMAs. But really, it's important that if we go down, we really bounce off of the 47 and make a push towards the 52.74. So my goal for NIO for this week is to get above 52.74, establish a good level of support there, and then we could start moving up at some of the other levels that I talked about, like the 54s and beyond. So that's what I'm hoping for this week, but obviously we'll see how the market looks. It looked really weak yesterday, looked really weak today, but thankfully the second half of today looked really strong. So we'll see if we get a continuation of the strong part of today, or if we get, more weakness to follow. So as always, I'll keep you guys posted. That's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop that like down below, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.